spill the theories, here to spill some theories. Before I start, I'm going to give a quick spoiler warning of Little Nightmares 1, the DLC, and Little Nightmares 2. You have been warned. Also, these gameplays aren't mine. All rightful owners have been linked down below. Alright, let's get started. For today's theory video, we are discussing about the janitor's guilty pleasure, specifically this song. More specifically, this woman. Ever since players started theorizing about what the lyrics of her song were, she's been one of the biggest unsolved characters of the Little Nightmares franchise. We never see her in-game, there is no concept art of her, there's pretty much no records from what we can see of her ever existing. The only proof we have is the TV song, which I believe is an advertisement for the mall, encouraging people to visit it. I'm not going to pay too much attention to her song in this video, but if you would like me to talk about it more in another video, let me know. First off, who is she? In the fandom, she is known as Veronica, although I don't believe her name is actually Veronica. Bandai Namco and Target Studios never really revealed this woman's name, but we named her this way because of a certain part of her song. Take a listen. Most people have no clue who she is or if she's even a Little Nightmares character, like the chefs or the lady. Nonetheless, we are going to discuss this in just a little bit. Let's take a look at her appearance and where she seems to be in her song. Veronica has long, seemingly brown hair with seemingly pale skin. She is also holding a cleaver and is wearing an apron, hinting that she cooks. Just a side note, we can see a similar looking woman in an advertisement banner found in the Pill City. Now, pay really close attention to the background. Doesn't it look familiar? If it does, you might be thinking of the kitchen you surely remember from Little Nightmares 1. This is where we first encounter one of the chefs. Look how cute he is! Let's compare both. We can see the same stack of meat at the same spot, the same pepper shaker, same table, trash can, pipes, and cabinet. It's even open, just like in the mall. In the next room, we can also find the same cleaver. Contrary to popular beliefs, I don't believe she's in the hunter's kitchen, mainly because there's no window and the wall texture isn't the same. I think this means she used to work and cook for the mall, before the twin chefs. Now, I'm going to spill my personal theory. I believe she is the granny and the twin chef's mother, which is why we call her Granny. Now, this might seem far-fetched at first, but hear me out. First, let's analyze her possibly being the granny. Who is the granny? The granny is this weird underwater creature we encounter in the first Little Nightmares DLC, The Depths. Obviously, judging by her name, she resembles an old woman. According to the game, she was abandoned and left to decay and rage. Here are the reasons why I believe they are the same person. First of all, both Veronica and the granny are both women. But hey, we can't judge it from this only. Second of all, the granny has long hair, just like this woman on the TV. Now hear me out. Not many people have long hair in the world of Little Nightmares. Most of the characters have either short hair, tied up hair, or just no hair at all. Some even lack heads to grow hair on. Third of all is the random TV at the end of the first DLC chapter. To me, this TV came out of nowhere, but did it? If we take a look at both TVs, the one we see Veronica singing and the one in the, we'll call it Granny's pool? Anyways, we can acknowledge the similarity between these two television sets, including the similar background. On the contrary, TVs in the Pill City don't look like these two. They seem to be more blocky, if you will, and need to be on a table to be supported. But these two, however, have their own legs. To me, this hints that the granny was the woman in the kitchen and that she listens to her song from time to time. Finally, we can see what seems to be Veronica's shirt or apron. Right before encountering the granny for the first time, there seems to be a piece of clothing lying right in front of the water that looks eerily similar to hers. This was my theory for the granny. Now let's move on to my theory that she is the twin chef's mother. When the granny's name was announced by the game developers, I wondered why her name was made so. Why is she a grandma? In my mind, she had to be someone's mother. I believe that someone are the chefs. After all, Veronica is or used to be a chef, and her video was used to advertise customers into the mall. Who says the chefs aren't doing that commercial at the moment we started playing Little Nightmares 1 instead of Veronica? After all, the chef definition does state that the twins were born to be chefs. As in a chef, Veronica gave birth to them. Now that we have theorized, I'm going to imagine a scenario that makes sense using both theories. A while back, Veronica was the mall's chef. She prepared the meals and entertained the guests. But in order for there to be guests, the mall needed advertisement. Veronica was now the face of the mall, appearing on televisions in the Pale City, inciting people to come and try the food. After a while, Veronica had twins. While growing up, the kids learned about cooking and how to prepare a feast. Veronica was now getting older, decaying. The lady decided to get rid of her and hire both of her sons. She was sent down to the depths of the mall to rage and decay. But what do you think? Once again, this is purely based on what I believe and what I researched. You always have room to decide what you believe is true and what isn't. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe and comment on some of your hot theories. Take care, and I'll see you guys soon for more theory spills.